to have a speaking test. What do you avoid? What do you try not to? What do you try to avoid if you are going for a speaking test? That's what we are doing today. All right. So I'm still waiting to have other persons join. I will send us the link for those people that cannot access they cannot access me directly via the social media. I will send you a link that you can go through so that you'll be able to access me directly. Yeah. So I've sent the link on the page. Uh, if you can help us to send that around, that would be nice. I'm trying to send it on this platform too. Thank you, Gift, for showing your face. We are hoping that Ola, BC, and Dami will do the same too. This is the YouTube link for those people that want to send that around. That's the YouTube link. All right, so I'll be very fast and I will go straight to the point. We are dealing with speaking avoidables. If you're going to be doing a speaking test and you want to pass at one sitting, there are a few things you need to avoid so that you can actually achieve that success you are looking for at once. You want to pass a speaking test at once. You don't want to write the exam twice. You don't want to go for this. You don't want to have the agony of going for a remarking, or having the agony of having less than the amount you have. I mean, you don't want to spend double money. This is the wisdom you need to apply when dealing with a speaking test. And the first thing to avoid stammering. Stammering. What causes stammering? Stammering can be it can be one way or the other. It can be a a defect that is natural. That is something that comes with nature. That is, when the person was born, it was stammering from birth. But as the person grows up, gradually, it is possible that you are able to reduce the possibility and the tendency by more like training yourself for circumstances. If you're going for an interview, you can train yourself to avoid stammering for the interview by confronting yourself with the kind of questions that may come in and try and present yourself to try and answer the question and what you're going to say when you are confronted with such situation. When you stammer before an examiner, I didn't conclude what I was trying to say earlier. Two things that could cause stammering: natural defect or natural inherent defect. Secondly, lack of information, lack of ideas. Now, sometimes when you see people stammer, they are thinking of what to say, not because they don't want to talk, but they have said something, and that thing they said, they were not supposed to say it. So they are not trying to think of another word to join to that thing. But they are actually they are trying to think. So if you know what you want to say, you will not stammer. And that is the real reason why an examiner will fail anybody. If you are in front of an IELTS examiner and you are stammering, it is believed that you are not sure of what to say. You don't know what you wanted to say, and that's the reason why you begin to stammer. All right. A second reason, another thing about that. Another thing that you should avoid as it comes related to speaking test is avoid stuttering. Stuttering. Stuttering is a kind of defect that comes. It's like stammering, but it's not stammering. It's more like using ums or arms, like a defect that comes with slurs. You understand what I mean? So they ask you, what are the natural causes of unemployment? Or let me use the word. Let me use another question. What are the factors that cause unemployment in Nigeria? Now, what you are going to answer that question, you must not stammer and you must not stutter. Stammer means just repeating a syllable for a long time. But when it comes to stuttering means when you use slurs to express your lack of words. Does that make sense? When you use slurs to express your lack of words. Example. That is stuttering. Now, in Nigeria, when you are asking a big man for maybe I'm doing an interview for a big man, like someone that is influential, you see them stutter. It's not big manism. It's a defect. It's big failure in IELTS speaking. So they ask you, what is the project that you have carried out in your state, and you are the governor. Baba, you have done one single project, and you must answer the question. No, you must answer the question. So now look up, you look down. How will we do this now? All right. So, but you have to answer. So you see, if you didn't have anything to say, sir, you didn't have anything to say. That is no idea. It's not big manism, sir. It is a cause of failure in speaking IELTS test. So, what are the things that can be done to avoid these things? All right. What are the things that can be done to avoid this? How do you avoid this? But before I ask, before I go into that detail, let me first of all talk about the other things you should avoid. Number 3, avoid speaking informally. Now, when you're speaking to your IELTS examiner, don't speak like it's your blood brother at home, or someone that you are very familiar, like your close friend that you are very familiar with. And how do you avoid that? Don't use informal languages or informal statements, religious statements, pidgin English, words that are not official. Avoid using unofficial words. Even if if he or she asks you for something that is unofficial, answer formally. For example, if the examiner asks you, where do you live? You don't say, the place where I live. No, that's pidgin. All right. I live at so. That is a very official way. And you have to tell us where you live, what is around the place, how the place look like. I mean, the characters around the place. You have to go formal. Number 4, don't answer closed answers. Don't give closed answers. All are closed answers. Answers that are very direct. Yes, no, okay, bye. That's all right. It's okay. Thank you. Those are closed answers. You have to give open answers. Answers that will require that you explain yourself. So, if, for example, if examiner asks you, what are the reasons why why are people not showing their faces in the first place? And because I saw that Clara wanted to show his face, the next thing, bam, she decided not to show her face again. Then when Lola did no attempt, Olabisi no attempt, no problem. The next class we will do, I will also do darkness. I will show my dark, I will show my dark side. So let's show our face. Let's see ourselves. It's not going to be a bad idea, right? So they ask you, out of tea and coffee, which is your choice of drinking exploration? You don't say tea. So what after tea? What is? No, you have to give explanation. Well, you just say, well, relating to the issue that relates with, I mean, relating to tea and coffee preferences, I think I prefer tea. And the reason is because, then you tell us reason. That is explanation. You have to open your reason. Let your answers be open so that your examiner will keep on presenting issues from it. One thing that I also want to encourage is, do not stop answering a question until your examiner says you should stop. Don't give closed answers that will require that you will have to conclude an answer before your examiner says you should stop. So keep on talking, keep on talking, keep on talking. The issue is because although in spite of this, yeah, now you don't have to be saying something that is sensible. That's the thing. You can be saying nonsense, but remember, your nonsense must be officially arranged, logically articulate. It must be something that examiner can lay hold on. Don't start confabulating. No. What's confabulation? Confabulation is when you're saying nonsense, like the equal error that brings about the instinctive. That's nonsense. You are saying nonsense. That nonsense is not what I'm saying. Nonsense means that you will be saying something that is not exactly true, but is grammatically accurate. For example, you're asking me about unemployment in Nigeria. I've mentioned all the ones I know, and you are still looking at me as if I should say more. No problem. I will still say what not all the things I even the one I'm not sure of. So I've talked about a lack of farmland. I've talked about limited children that wants to go to the farm. I've talked about corruption for our government officials, and I don't know anything again. So I have to say something. So the next thing I will say is poor funding for agricultural materials, election crisis. Because when there's election crisis, there will be war. I will be saying whatever is coming to my head that seems sensible, but I will not stop talking. One thing you should also avoid is repeating the same words. Avoid repeating the same words. You know what I mean? When you have said however before, don't say however again. Don't say however again. Avoid repeating the same words. Avoid repeating the same syllables. Avoid repeating the same information. Try and look for what I call all right, thank you. Look for what I call what now? You can say I'm thinking of what to say. Synonyms. Synonyms. You can use your synonyms. Synonyms helps you to have an idea from the other person's perspective. Synonyms can also help you to avoid repeating words. Synonyms makes you to avoid repeating words, and then it can allow you to use English interchangeably. All right. One more thing you should avoid before we conclude on this is speaking avoidables. Avoid using low tones. Speak loud. Speak clearly. Speak boldly. Speak with confidence. You understand what I mean? Avoid speaking lowly, like with a low tone. No, that means you are afraid. That means you are not bold enough. I mean, be very mature in your conversation. Speak loud. and speak clear. Not that you shout. When we talk about, no, I'm not saying you shout. I'm saying speak, with clarity and speak with a firm voice. Does that make sense? So if you do all of this, it will reduce the possibility of your examiner saying doesn't hear what you are saying. And of course, when they are listening to your recordings, they will be able to hear what you are saying as well, because it's being recorded. So for you to avoid your voice not being heard, speak loud and speak clear. Is that all right? All right. So do we have anyone that asks questions? I'm not happy that we are not showing. I've said it like 4 times now. People are not showing their faces. All right. Do we have anyone that asks questions? You want to, ask one or two things about what I've shared today. You want to clarify a few things about speaking avoidables. Kindly ask your question. Meanwhile, I'm going to ask Mr. Ibukun to share the various classes options that we have, both the free ones and the ones that you need to pay for. Currently, we are running about 4 or 5 classes side by side. There are some that are free. One of the classes that we are running is the one we are holding now. It happens every Friday by 3 p.m. You are Nigerian time. You have a friend that wants to be part of this. Let them know it's a free class. You don't have to make any payments, and it's for 30 minutes. We'll be talking on key issues that helps you to pass it at one sitting, and it's going to be specific and direct. We won't be going around. I will be able to ask any question you have relating to IELTS issues. All right. And the class is also aired on YouTube so that anybody can go back and watch it a second time. Today, we are specific about what we're talking about, things to avoid when going for speaking test. And in summary, I talked about stammering, stuttering. You can stutter and stammer, but it should not more than twice or thrice. Once you stammer 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, just know you have failed that exam. The same thing with stuttering. I talked about your manner of answer should be open answers, open-ended answers. Don't answer in closed manner. Then I talked about official response. Be formal in your answers. Don't answer in pidgin language. Don't answer in codes. And don't answer in words that are not agreeable with English. And then the final thing I talked about is do not stop talking. If you examine, and then I can talk about not stop talking if your exam doesn't stop you. And the fifth system is avoid low and unclear tones. Be bold, be vocal, and be a little bit loud. Don't be too loud, be a little bit loud. Is that okay? So this is one of the classes. Then we have the reading conference. That is a brand new class that we are holding every Saturday by 5 a.m. In reading conference, we answer questions live. Everybody is involved. We pick a question and we answer it. It's tomorrow by 5 a.m. It's also free. You can attend. You don't have to pay any money, and anybody can be part of the classes. We exchange our knowledge and we share. It's very interesting. We encourage that you are prepared to be part of the class quite before 5 o'clock. Wake up around 4 o'clock, bath, stretch yourself, and ensure that your eyes is wide open to enjoy the class. It's really interesting, and definitely it will have a lot of impact on your reading score, because you will definitely see how people answer their questions, their approaches. You can learn from their approaches. You can apply it personally. Somebody once told me that when she had the reading conference, that her life changed. What that means was that she was able to approach the questions in a very different way, and that seems to help her to get better. And then we also have Mr. Ibukun. Are you putting the classes up? I want you to go up on the and begin to put up the classes. Let people see those classes so that Mr. Ibukun is our media director for the Mexican Academy, and he's also our mock examiner for those people that want to write mock. This is the man you're going to speak to. The questions are there. We'll send them to you, and we monitor how you answer them and all of that. And so then the third class we have is a sponsored class. The sponsored class is a group class that you have to pay 8,000 naira to be part of. That's Nigerian currency if you are in Nigeria, and if you're outside Nigeria, it's £10 or $10. Okay. yeah, all the groups, the free group, all the groups should be put displayed. Just put it up on this platform for people to see. You understand? Just the templates, the like the e-flyers. All right. And so the free group and the group class, which is the social class, what we do in this group, we meet every Saturday by 10 o'clock for 1 to 2 hours. We focus on every module per meeting. And then if you're able to go through the 5 weeks, you'll be allowed to do a mock test. If you pass the mock test, for those who pass the mock test outrightly, you'll be given 100,000 naira for passing the mock test. And that will be able to help you support your IELTS class. And if you do not pass the mock test, you'll be given a sum of 39,000 naira to as part payment for your exam. So that one is just for you to be encouraged so that you can go ahead and write the mock test. If you eventually write the mock test again and you pass a second time, you'll be given a balance to make it up to 100,000 naira so that you can book and then add little edge that is remaining to write your exam. We have observed that there are quite a lot of inflation with the amount of money being paid. So we are just trying to see how we can support candidates to write the exam. Why we intend that you write the mock test before you go for that, because you don't want to waste money. If you do not write the mock test and you go for the exam, it's wasting of money because you may fail. It's a risk. But if you write the mock test and you pass, there is an 100% assurance that you're going to pass the real exam. And our mock examiner is helping us very strongly to see that the class is following standards. And, I'll be the one marking the writing and the speaking. He will be marking the listening and the reading. And then we give you your score. Whatever we give you is the accurate score. We're not here to put you under negative pressure. We're not here to let you know. We explain your result to you if you require for us to do so. So that is about the group sponsored class. I've been surprised at the response because they don't seem to understand that what we are saying is true. They think it's a scam. Because I think people say, how will somebody pay for your exam? People don't believe that is possible. You understand? Yeah, but obviously in the last close to 2 months, we have had very accurate success rates coming from the group class. Most people that didn't even write the mock test. Okay, I'm going to make you the host then. Most people that didn't pass the mock test, they went ahead to they went ahead to write the exam. I'm coming. Let me make you the host so that I can so I've made you host, so you can make me co-host. So most people that didn't write the mock test, they went ahead to write the exam without even writing, and they passed. I shared about 4 results today. These people didn't write the mock test. They just went ahead to write the exam on their own. You understand? And they passed. It's 7.5 and above. Some people had 8 in reading to show that something is working in the group that is right. Are you following me? So if I think other people didn't pass, but I already warned. Do not go. It's not my fault. If you did not go for the mock test and you go and write the exam and you pass, praise God. Excited for you. You understand? But if you go ahead and you write the exam without mock test and something happen, I will just tell you, I will encourage you on what to do. One of the people that rose today, I've not shared this result. He had 7 and 7.5 in listening and reading, but he had 6 and 6 in speaking and writing. Just go and remark. Hopefully, you can have your 7 after you remark, and that would be lovely to see. You understand? So people are even attempting to write the exam without the mock tests, and they are still passing. Which is actually low because our mock test is very standard. If you pass our mock tests, that you will not pass that, I'm still thinking how it will happen. Like it's not possible. You understand? If you pass our mock tests, it's a very strong confidence boosting exam, and it will help, and at least you'll be able to write the exam and pass without any doubt. Do you understand? All right. So, and then we also have the per hour personal class. The per hour personal class. So the per hour personal class, it's just a new development that started this month. We take you one on one, and then of course, for a number of hours, up to 10 hours, if you're happy for us to do so. We can split an hour into 4 sections so that we have 15 minutes per section, so that you can end up having up to um you know 40 sections within 10 hours if you're happy for that. And so that allows you to manage your time properly. You're able to talk to me one on one. All classes are recorded. There is a video recording. You have access to the classes after, and all of that. So it's a direct one that I believe for those people that are not having time, you can book that time and then you enjoy it. Some of the personal events are here watching me now. You understand? So it's a very lovely opportunity that can come to your way, and you might just have the finances to fund that kind of class. Okay. Now, the one that we're just adding now is the OSCE class. OSCE. You have done your IH, you have passed, you have done CBT, you have passed, and you probably are traveling out to the country of the country. You don't have access to train you for your OSCE. The OSCE class gives you the access to succeed. You know, are you with me? So the OSCE class is the new one, and most people are already coming to be part of the class. Is the one that is the most costly, but definitely it's going to benefit very strongly from it. All right. So I don't know. Have you displayed the class? I'm not seeing what you're displaying. I don't know whether you're displaying it or not. So, but I didn't see anything. But I don't know whether it was maybe it's only me that is not seeing what you're displaying. But I mean, I think we should be showing this flyer so that people can see what. So if you want to be part of any of these classes, there's a number on the flyer. Just connect with it, and then you once you connect with the number, it will give you direct access to the class, and then to the admin, and the admin will show us. You will give you a directive on what to do and how to go about it. All right. So having said that, do we have any questions? Do we have any questions? If you have any question, you can ask. Just present your just can just ask via the chat, and you can also ask if you're on YouTube. You can also ask your question. Just type it, and then I know there are a lot of questions about current questions about any question anyway, any question anyway. Some questions are already been asked about the IELTS, the current IELTS score. What are we sure? What is the bar showing us? Okay, anyway, I know you are looking for the. Go on, don't worry. Don't mind my embarrassment. All right, so some questions are coming up about the current IELTS uh the current IELTS fee. Is it going to change? What do we do? If I would just advise you, I will just advise you go ahead and book for your IELTS between now and 15th. Because if you do that, that will save you of paying times two of the money after March 15. That's what I will advise you. All right. So, but you can still ask other questions if you have, and I will be happy to answer you. Is that okay? All right. So, questions, please. Then we move on. But just remind us, we are going to be meeting tomorrow 5 a.m. For those support that are wanting to come for the free class. You can go ahead and let's have our meet at the time. We will. It's going to be a good time, really, to meet. So I want to assume we don't have questions anymore. Do we? Because I'm not seeing anybody talking about any questions here. Um, so let's feel free to ask. Okay, so let me assume that nobody has a question. And I want to appreciate everyone. Thank you so much for the time. And we'll see tomorrow. Hopefully it's 5 a.m. Don't forget it's 5 a.m. And we we tend to ensure that we enjoy that session as much as possible. I mean, so thank you. So while I'll just wait a little bit so that I can see if there's still anyone that wants to maybe ask one thing or the other. I'll just wait for like few more minutes. And if we find anyone that is asking, then we'll go ahead and then we answer. But please feel free to ask your question if you have any. It's going to be good to answer them now. All right. Okay, I think I'm seeing two people, two chats. Let me see if I need more details on reading and writing. Okay. Now, if you are on the group platform, if you are on the free platform, like if you are on the platform that deals with the free platforms that specifically deals with free classes, I very much encourage you to go ahead and check our previous meetings on every Friday, because every single Friday we have our meetings on YouTube. They are just on YouTube. If you check those meetings, you will see some of the class we have added. We don't do everything every time. We don't do the same thing every Saturday, Friday. Last week, I think we did something about reading, if I'm correct. The other week, so just go through the videos on the YouTube. You will see the Friday classes or Saturday classes. You will see some of them. We cover or capture some of these issues. You understand? However, if you want to have the more faster model, like I said earlier, I would just advise that you go ahead and join the group class, the sponsorship class. That one for one single Saturday, we cover everything. You understand? And you can have access to watch the videos immediately after the class so that you can just update yourself. It's the faster approach. This one is the longer approach, right? While the group class is the faster approach. Yeah, and of course, it's also sponsored. All right. So, okay, send. Okay, I will try and look around for it and see. I will just paste some of those videos there. Then I think I will pick up the ones that has building and writing. You just pick up and then hopefully you'll be able to see that. If that's all right. Is that okay? If I send some of those clips to you so that you can pick it up for the flyers. I think I send them to you now. You can pick up a few ones and send. Okay. I hope I've answered Sunday's question. No, I think I've answered that. All right. Any other issues or questions? I want to invite friends to be part of this, and I know most people will really they probably will watch this video after. But I personally do like people to be live rather than just watching videos after. But it's okay to watch the videos after. We can invite friends. We can let them know why we want them to be part of the class and let them see that it's important for them to take advantage of the class at the live section rather than watch it after so that they can also ask their questions as well. All right. So thank you everyone once again. I wish all of us the best, and we hope that at the end we shall all achieve our dreams of traveling out and then getting the kind of happiness that we want or that we're looking out for. Is that okay? So thank you everyone. I'm currently working on empowering individuals for if you I don't know whether you will have that interest or not, but if you're able to get at least 5 to 10 people that are showing interest in the class, you'll be paid a particular amount of money. It's more like a referral bonus. You understand? So like a referral bonus, invite 10 people and get paid a particular amount. You understand? So if you're interested in that, speak up with link up with Mr. Ebukon. Just let him know. Then we can link. There's a group that people are actually joining where you can have the flyers, and we are trying to step up on how we can make it a bit more more quality, and then people can actually get rewarded for effort to get it. Because I feel that most people actually they are afraid. I don't know. They know they needed help, but they are not so sure of what to do. And so because of that, they're like, let me just stay, let me try. And the money now, if you go and sit for IELTS without pressure now, Baba, it's not a nice idea. Because by the time you find out eat that one, now bam, you have to hey, I'll just finish spending 150K and I have to spend another one. Yes. And that is when it's 150. When it's now 200 and something, you say, will. So it's not going to be wise to throw money away. All right. And then look for the money after. If you have a way you can avoid wasting money, just avoid it. And so we encourage people to do that. You find people who are interested and they're responding to you. Maybe you have influence. They are responding to you and they are coming through you. You can get paid for that. All right. So we would like to meet up with you. Just speak with Ibukun or get any ways to get through me, whether via WhatsApp or anything, and we link you up, and then you can come into that scheme. All right. So thank you, everyone. And Marshall, although I would have loved to see your face, but since you did not show your face, no problem. Thank you, Damilola. Thank you, Sunday. Thank you, Gift, for coming. And we also appreciate our director, our media director, for supporting us in the class. We have another good time next Friday. Oh, probably our meeting this Saturday by 5 a.m. Hopefully, I can meet you up at the time, and then we can have another wonderful 1 hour of interacting together. Thank you, and to have a pleasant Friday. Have a pleasant weekend. God bless. Bye bye.